You know, I've said it many times before. Many people know that I'm a huge Sea of Thieves fan. I've been playing that game for a long time. I think it's going to take a lot of people by surprise. It's going to be a huge surprise hit. And with that being said, Craig Duncan recently did an interview and was talking about Sea of Thieves. And a lot of people always make things up, and a lot of people always want to be super negative about stuff. I, for one, try to be as positive as I can, but I try to keep it real as well. So that means that if something I see is a little bit wrong or I disagree with it, I'm not afraid to speak my mind. And you guys have been pretty receptive to that, and I'm very thankful. So in this particular instance, even I thought that people were pre-ordering Sea of Thieves because that was the way to get into the beta, right? So now we see, according to studio head of Rare, Craig Duncan, he says Sea of Thieves had a less than a 1% cancellation rate after the beta. So a lot of people were trying to run with the narrative that people only pre-ordered for the beta and then canceled it, which doesn't seem to be the case. Now, many people will probably also try out this game with Game Pass, and that's perfectly fine. But I think that Game Pass has limited appeal and limited reach in terms of people outside of the know, you know, like the hardcore, the people that maybe watch my channel or on social media or go to these sites all the time. And then even so, people still might just rather own the game. I think there's a large contingent of people that just would rather own a game than, you know, rent it through a service or whatever. You know, if it's your favorite movie and it's on Netflix, are you going to, you know, just watch it and be content to watch it on Netflix, or are you going to own it as well? Like, for me personally, it would be own it. And I probably will eventually own it as well. So, but once my year of Game Pass runs out, that could be the choice. So, less than 1% canceled after the beta. That is fantastic. Not only is that fantastic, but if you guys didn't know, there is a closed alpha going on right now for people in the preview program because they're trying to stress test the servers. And there's been so much incredible information coming out lately that, you know, I'm happy there for Rare. You know, I just really think that people like to kind of poke fun at Rare and kind of, you know, say Rare is dead and things like this. And I'm always the type of person that says I like to prove the fans right rather than the haters wrong. And I like the fact that Rare is proving me, my faith, right and correct, and rather than proving the haters wrong. Like, the haters, they're always going to run on to the next narrative, whether they're wrong or whatever. It doesn't matter. If they're wrong, it means very little. But to see Rare come out with such a successful, what looks to be a successful game, which is an absolute blast to play, and it seems like critically anyway, most sites are on board with it. And what we've seen from the data mining and what they've released with all this new information, for me, it's my game of the year already. It's my most anticipated title of the year. I can't say enough good things about it. I cannot wait to play it. We are about a month away, and I think that it's going to be an interesting situation when we see any kind of numbers. We won't get sales numbers, but we will definitely get, you know, users or players, and I think that that's just as important for Microsoft, if not more important, because that's what they go by these days. But if you were wondering, Greg Duncan did do an interview, and that's where he was talking about it. I believe it was with IGN. I'm not like a huge IGN fan or anything like that, but a lot of times if you want to get, you know, hear from developers, anybody that's big or major in the industry, that's what you have to do. You basically have to kind of watch some of these bigger sites and things like that. For me personally, I just think that it's a fantastic game, and I'm looking forward to being able to actually just play it with my friends and get some achievements and see the whole game. Because if, you know, the 5-10% of the game that we've already been blessed with to play is that much fun, I can't imagine what the whole game is with the factions and all that kind of stuff, how amazing that's going to be. And if you think that it was just a fluke with how well this game was doing on Twitch and things like that before, guess what? It's back on top of Twitch again today. So yeah, the game is going to be successful. I predicted it was going to be successful. Nobody can take that from me. Sorry, kids, if you thought that it was you know, Crapgamer wrong or something like that. I very much stuck by my guns and said that, hey, nope, this game's going to do great in the long run. It's going to do better than God of War. It's going to be huge. It's going to be one of Microsoft's big franchises. You know, Gears, Halo, Fable, Forza, Sea of Thieves, Minecraft. I could see this thing blowing up, man. This could be like a billion-dollar franchise down the road. I could absolutely see that. And if Microsoft handles it right and Rare can get the content out right, I think we're in for a treat, folks. I think we're in for an absolute treat, and I'm very excited about that. Let me know what you guys think. Please sound off. Rate, comment, subscribe. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.